Good morning. Here's your moment of yes for Monday, September 29th. We are quickly approaching October. Not there yet, but quickly approaching October. Your moment of yes for today is that energy is contagious. We know this. The mob mentality concept is real. We saw it in play this weekend at the Ryder Cup. With the American fans who took, cheering for the Americans way too far, yelling expletives at the European players, personally insulting the families of the European players, calling players in the European teams fat, like just crossing this line from playful trash talking into despicable behavior, really, that the fact that it became like a national story. But it's like, I'm sure there were a group of people there that are just kind of like normal, good people, and you kind of get swept up in the environment around you. It happened with Steve Bartman at the Chicago Cubs game years ago, right? Normal people who get swept up into the emotion and they start behaving, differently than how they would on their own. That's sort of that mob mentality. That's that emotion is contagious. And I got to experience it firsthand this weekend, Saturday night, after the St. Louis men's game. Kind of a fight broke out on the field between the two teams. Nothing major, but sort of when you're in the middle of it, you can kind of feel it, right? When you're in the middle of that chaos, you can sort of feel it. And so it always comes down to when you find yourself in the middle of emotionally chaotic, emotionally charged, emotionally heightened situations, are you part of the solution? Are you able to regulate how you're feeling and how you're doing? And are you part of that solution? Or are you so detached that you let yourself get swept away? And so internally, we can be feeling those emotions. We can be feeling, an escalated or an elevated level of emotions. But externally, are we conscious of what's showing up? Because how we show up externally is going to have an impact of what's going on around us. So, it is contagious, but what's most important is how are you grounded internally? It doesn't mean that you can't respond until your emotions and feelings are calm. You can notice that they're not, but make sure that your external response is calm. A little easier said than done, but I think a great opportunity for us currently today, and it looks like for the immediate future, is to make sure that we're not letting ourselves get swept away. That's your moment of yes for today. Have an awesome week, everyone.